Listen, America Shadi is here with another episode of Dark Theory USA. As you guys know, the mayoral race in New York happened yesterday. That was the election, and Mamdani won. And unlike everybody else, except Democrats, of course, and not establishment Democrats, those people who voted for Mamdani, unlike everybody else beside that group, that they are not very happy about the result. Actually, I'm very happy. I think it's very impactful and kind of I look at it as a positive way. And why do I think like that? I think that was best thing could have happened for America at this time of the year. If that was after midterm, I wouldn't say that. If that was before 2024 election, I wouldn't say that. With this situation that we are in, and also at the time frame that we are talking about, that where we are right now and how far we are from the midterm, as a national capitalist, I'm saying that was the best thing could have happened to everybody, to all of us, including Democrats. I'm going to tell you why. Like, let's say, what benefits uh, Mamdani winning, being the mayor of New York City, had for Democrats. Like, for example, one of them is the most of the young voters in Democratic Party, they are educated people, they have academic degrees, they go to universities, schools, and uh, to be honest with you, I think most of them they live in bubble. What they know about the reality is what they read in the books. And as you know that socialism, communism, always they sound good when you hear that, when you hear about the free stuff, but in the reality, it never happens. But these people, the younger generation that they have never experienced, let's say World War II or anything, Civil War, or they're not immigrants that are fleeing from communist country or socialist country, they all think like that's a good thing. And always they say, well, that's not the real socialism. Like we know how to do it because we read some books. So in the book sounds good, and they wanted it to happen. And what better place than New York City? One, it is a finance capital of the world, so it has all the money, and it is in full control of the. It is deep blue state, so it's not something you say, oh, we wanted to do that, but those Republicans didn't allow us. It's not something. It's not purple state or something to say, oh, we didn't have that much power. They have all the full power, and also they got their. He to call himself Democrat socialist stuff. And so based on that, so they got everything that they wanted. And I think sometimes you need to get what you wish for to see what you shouldn't have wished for to begin with. So they should get what they want. So they realize that they shouldn't have asked for it in the beginning. And I think that's a good thing. Right now, it is happening. So, because the new generation, especially Democrats, when you talk with them, they really don't have any idea what the real world looks like. They live in their bubble. And I think Mamdani applying, using those socialist tactics or policies into New York City, make them they're gonna hit the rock, and they realize that, oh, nobody liked that for a reason. That's for one. The other one is, so Democrats, when they had to choose between, because Cuomo is Democrat as well, but he was establishment Democrat. So between a socialist and a Zionist, Democrats chose a socialist. So it shows like how Zionism is unpopular. That with socialism, they always you say it is bad, it is one step behind the communism, all those stuff, and people voted for that. So they were not afraid of socialism as much as they were afraid of Zionism. So it makes establishment Democrat to say, oh, we cannot just say, hey, everybody get on the board. We have to listen to them. One of the reasons that Democrats lost badly to the Trump in 2024, that was because Democrats were not listening to anybody. Like they were saying, this is what it is. Either you are one of us or you are one of them, or you are Trump supporter. And I think it makes them humble to say, oh, maybe we should read the room. That's for Democrats. For independent, independents or libertarian, that they don't have that much voice, but also in swing states they can move the needles, they can change the game. Now they have more options, more people from the middle. They can come out and say, hey, I don't say the nonsense that socialists are saying on left. I'm not going to say the nonsense the Zionists are saying on right. I just care about the grocery store. I care about the price, the gas, the eggs, all those stuff, the housing prices. So I think it's going to be a chance for libertarian or independent to have more voices, or at least they have better choices to make, because always when you talk to them, it's not like it was their first option, like whether they voted for Biden or Kamala or Trump. It's like we chose the lesser evil. So now not only they don't need to choose lesser evil, maybe they can have real good candidate that say, actually, I really wanted to vote for this guy or this girl. Depends on who's the candidate. And for Republicans, my party, as a national capitalist, I'm saying that's a good thing. One of them, or I wanted to put it in last, but actually I'm going to say it first because it's the most important thing. That was a wake-up call. That was an alarm for Republican Party to say that just because you won popular vote, you have the Senate, House, Supreme Court, White House, and Congress, doesn't mean that everybody gonna listen to you and say, sir, yes, sir. That doesn't work. You have to deliver. You cannot campaign on promises and deliver nothing, and you say, well, you voted for me, so you better be quiet and shut up and just listen to us. No, it was a wake-up call. Right now, they elected one Mamdani. But in midterm, if Republicans don't stop doing whatever they are doing and they don't get back to America First policies, in the midterm, we're going to have many Mamdanis. And that's going to be bloodbath. I'm talking about the Trump's impeachments. They're going to open the border again. Everything that we saw in the Biden administration, and that was bad, 10 times worse. 10x Biden administration, because now they're going to go full there because they say, you see, they had everything, they did nothing. So people are going to lose their interest in Republicans because they say, we voted for you for a change and we saw no change. Like, at this point, I'm so disappointed in this administration that I voted for. I have the MAGA hat still. I'm so disappointed that I feel like even if Kamala was a president, things wouldn't be worse. Because another day Trump said, like not only we're gonna help Ukraine, we're gonna make sure they're gonna take back those territories that they lost to Russia. What? It sounds like a Biden or Kamala. And also for the Israel is still funding it. So we saw no changes in foreign policy for one. And this art of deal, they call it like tariff and not tariff, tariff, not tariff. Only the market is hurting and people are going to lose their trust in market. They're going to withdraw their money. And also nothing happened. Like nobody, I haven't seen anybody in America to say my life is better because of those tariffs. So it's not like those tariffs was just a leverage. It was something to play with, to, the card to play with. But in reality, it didn't change the quality of American people's life. So that's one. That was a wake-up call. You cannot just run on campaign promises, and whenever it comes to deliver, you act like nothing. Because Trump thought by just saying everything looks good, this was a Democratic Party's tactic. One thing that I hated about the Biden administration, people were really poor. They didn't have money, and they were saying, "Oh, you are wrong that you think you are poor. Stats and data is showing everything is fine." You say, should I trust my empty stomach that I don't have food to eat, or I should care about what stats and data or experts are saying on CNN? Which one is more important? People really were feeling the poverty. And we were saying, no matter what Democrats are saying, people are feeling everything is going bad. Go with the people's God. Go with the people's feeling. Okay, go with the people's feeling right now as well. Right now, Republicans are saying everything sounds good, but people are not feeling like that. They are not happy about the situation. Why should we go with the people's God and feeling when it comes to Biden, but not in this administration? So that was very dirty tactic that we were blaming Democrats. They were saying, look at the stats. Everything looks fine. And we said, this is very wrong. You have to care about what people are saying. And right now we are doing the same thing. Also, one other thing that was like this labeling, censorship, that we were attacking woke left. We were saying all you do whenever you hear the truth, you cannot handle it, you threaten to censor us, or you label us as a racist, this or that, but you cannot have even conversation. Right now it is happening in Republican Party. There is a civil war over there, as you know, that Nick Fuentes was on Tucker Carlson show. They want to censor their top 5 podcaster political figures, and they're censoring themselves, let alone what they're going to do to them. There are other party, and also they are labeling, oh, you're anti-Semite, you're anti-Israel, you're anti-Jew, you're anti-this, you're anti-that. It's the same tactic as left was using, and right now right is using, and that is the reason like people don't believe those BS anymore. They're going to vote for Mamdani. Another thing is, actually, I like the idea that we are filtering ourselves, because that was actually I know that it is good to get elected when you have good coalition from every side. Some people for Maha, they only cared about the health. Some people cared about the housing. Some people cared about the Palestine, the foreign policy. Some people cared about the budget deficit. Some people cared about the crime. Some people cared about the border, whatever. So everyone had one issue that Trump promised them, I'm going to handle it for you. Just vote for me. So that was, in my opinion, that was good to get Trump elected. But at this point, we have too much coalition, like too much. So much so that sometimes we have conflict of interest. Like Zionists are saying, oh, we voted for Trump to be a servant of Israel. And we say, well, we voted for Trump because of America first. Some people voted for Trump because of Israel first. Some people voted for Trump for America first. And now both we voted for Trump, and at least one of us going to be unhappy. One is getting what it wants, other one doesn't. Now we are filtering to say, who was the real base, MAGA base behind the Trump all these years? Like, I really like that when Steven Crowder was trying to push on David Smith, oh, you wanted to impeach Trump, this or that. And David Smith said, hold on, save it. Who were you supporting in 2016? So many of these people that they want to cancel the other Republicans, other MAGA, they say they are not real MAGA, they have to be kicked out. Those people who are calling for censorship of others, till 2 minutes ago, they were never Trumper. You know, people that up to 2024, they said we are not going to vote for Trump. Those people who were going behind the governor of Florida, DeSantis, when they realized that there is no chance they're going to win, they went on the Trump train. And those people right now, they are saying we should cancel others. And if Trump is so delusional and so ignorant, cannot see that those people who stood with him all last 10 years, and backstabbed his loyal patriot supporter, for those people who till 2 minutes ago they were never Trumper, that's Trump's fault. Nobody's fault. I'm not gonna say Zionism, this is like pro-Israeli first. I'm not, that's a Trump's fault. He should call it. He said, these people till yesterday they were attacking me in the media, but other people always they stood by me. And now I am betraying those for those people who were my ex-enemies. And they are saying, oh, go attack these people. Go. Like, I really didn't appreciate when Trump started to attack Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson was the reason that Trump won, not Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro, when they realized that DeSantis is the burnt card, went on the wagon, MAGA wagon. Other than that, they wouldn't go there. Everybody was supporting somebody else. Some people, they were even never Trump. And now they're acting like we have always been pro-Trump and we have to censor that. So this is on Trump. All the responsibility is on Trump. If he doesn't call out and say, they always have stood by me. And you guys till yesterday, you were hating me. So no, you don't get to dictate to me who take out or not. But still, this conversation is happening and it is a very healthy conversation. We are filtering out those people that we say, hey, till yesterday you were on the other side and now you're in our side and you want to kick me out, who has been always here, who has paid a heavy price to be your supporter. For that reason, we're going to see, I know it is internal battle, it's going to be very nasty, but eventually American people, at least Republicans, are going to make their mind. They're going to be those people who have been loyal patriot or not. You can see Charlie Kirk when David Smith with the Josh Hammer, they had conversation. Josh Hammer, he wasn't a big fan of the Trump, or even if he was, that was for the sake of Israel. But when David Smith, who is even libertarian, was talking, you saw that the audience, they were more with David Smith rather than Josh Hammer. Josh Hammer was trying to just label like this leftist tactic. Oh, he hates Trump, he hates MAGA, he hates this and that. But people didn't buy that. That's a good thing. And we have to keep doing that to get those rats that they came inside and they acted like, like the shapeshifter. Now they're acting like they're one of us. They should be kicked out, not us. So I think that was a good thing. That was a wake-up call and say, hey, guys, if we want to win the midterm, we have to kick out those people. Because think about that. 1 year has passed since Trump got to the office, almost, right? Almost. 2 months less. In almost last year, we only saw Israeli first policy, not America. Like, I was hoping that war could be ended so Trump could focus on America inside, domestic policy. That was really my wish. Hey, I want all the wars to stop so Trump could pay attention to us, his voters. So far, all we saw that he was only caring about the foreign policy, about other countries, something that had nothing to do with us. Like the war is going on in the Ukraine or in Israel has nothing to do with my gas price. So right now we need to have that conversation, and that's going to help us. Going to help us by the midterm. We're going to kick out those people who are basically never care about America or Republican Party, just joined yesterday, and now they're demanding us and stuff. They're going to be kicked out. That's a good thing. And also, I think by that time it should have happened right now. The best time is right now because we have 1 more year till midterm. So it's going to be wake up call for Trump administration to say, hey, we cannot only care about Israel or Ukraine or other countries and not care about our people and still expect them to support us. My base is not happy with me. And if it is happen to New York, it's going to happen to other even red states as well. So even Trump, for his own sake, he better get back to his policy. That's my take on that. So everybody won. Democrats won, independents won, libertarians won, and Republicans won. And right now we have only 1 year left to make sure that this administration get back on track and apply those America First policy that we were promised. That's my take. I hope you like it, and catch you next time.